Hi there, this is Hermie and Permium. If you like that, you're going to love the fact check with Miss Monica. Where'd those shoes come from?
I ordered these. Anna and I ordered these. Well, she got black ones.
Okay.
But so they were arrived at Anna's house, so she brought them today.
Oh.
But I was wearing other shoes, but Kristen is going to wear them to her thing.
She's gonna wear the shoes you were just in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a midday shoe swap.
It just happened.
Now that's an interesting proposition because you're putting on shoes that are warm with someone else's foot warmth.
Cool.
Do you think they were damp at all? Did you sweat in them at all?
I was wearing socks.
Oh, okay. Then that's not going to be an issue.
But it still might be.
I don't think so.
She loves my sweat.
I doubt you're sweating through your socks and getting the shoe damp. Do you think?
I doubt too because guess
let's
what?
feel
I'm
your
freezing.
Sock. Pop off your shoe.
No, now this I took my socks off for these.
How come?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I just decided to because these are smaller.
Okay.
So like the other shoes are, which is why they fit her. They're a little bit tiny bit big on me. So a sock is nice. It fills it out.
Surely.
She didn't wear a sock.
She went raw dog.
Yeah.
On the warm, damp loafer.
Yeah.
What a gangster.
My sweat is great.
But how would you feel about putting on a warm, damp
If
shoe?
it was hers, I'd be fine.
Well, that reminds me that this was so unfortunate. We were shooting to get Chips greenlit. We made like a self-financed 5-minute kind of trailer for it.
Like sizzle.
A sizzle reel. So no permits out in the middle of Angeles Forest. And we only had one set of leathers between us. Or the leathers had to match, whatever the case was.
Leathers. Tell people what leathers are.
Full leathers that you would ride in at the racetrack.
It's the suit that motorcyclists wear.
Yeah, it's like from chin down to your ankles.
Yeah.
And, it was hot as Hades. And I had been filming a bunch. And then DeCastro had to get into my leather.
That's tough.
I mean, that might be the
tough.
hardest core thing I've ever seen anyone do is
That's
get into
tough.
wet leathers.
Yeah, you don't want that. You want red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. But yes, when I go to the track, it's always very, very hot. And in between sessions, when I pull that thing off, it is just like someone sprayed a hose in there. Yeah. It's about as sweaty as I've ever been is in that suit.
I bet. I mean, tight leather, yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's like Ross's pants. Some people will understand that.
He had loud pants, right? Do I know this?
He had these black leather pants.
And they were squeaky and loud?
Too tight, right?
They got too tight.
Okay.
And he took them off to go to the bathroom and he couldn't get them back on and he was on a date.
Oh, why did he take them all the way off to go to the bathroom?
I think he did it to air. It was so tight, and he had to air out.
Interesting motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't get him back on, and he calls Joey, and Joey asks if there's any lotion or anything.
Lubricant.
And then he tries, and no, it won't come on. And then he says Joey recommends that he make himself a pair of pace pants.
Pace pants.
Well, I'm skipping some stuff.
How did it resolve?
It didn't.
Spoiler.
He had to come out holding his pants
In front of his privates.
and the date ended.
Did you see any skin in that? Because in
His
these
legs.
sitcoms, you almost never see any skin.
I think he's wearing underwear.
Was it exciting to see Schwimmer's legs?
Gosh.
Schwimmer's ear?
You know what's funny is I don't remember that being exciting because the comedy was just so good.
It was so front and center that
Yeah.
it inoculated you from PQs.
He was so good at physical comedy on that show. Didn't get that much Ross didn't get much credit.
I think when I'm like terminal and I announce I'll be in hospice, and I've just got some months to, be on drugs and lay in a bed, I might consume the whole thing then. I might be saving it to the very end, that's maybe the best way to view it. Like the last thing you saw before you died.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So thankfully, he's got a very long button-up shirt on. So it's covering and masking a lot of his private
Yeah,
parts.
and do you see the paste?
I do. And I go straight to the legs because the comedy isn't so present. Mind you, listener, Rob has put a picture up of the scene. Yeah. So I go straight to the legs. But you do look at that and you go, this is something comedic's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it was. It was hilarious.
And indeed it was.
This was a New Year's episode. Resolutions.
How much would you pay to be able to watch it all with a clean slate?
Oh, great question.
Thank you.
Oh my God. 45 mil?
45 million. Okay.
Yeah.
What if there was a procedure? That's a fun thought experiment. There's a procedure that can pinpoint a memory and erase it, just so you can reconsume something. But I guess in doing that, you would erase the wonderful feelings you had surrounding that.
I would never be able to do that because the reason memories are impactful is because they're perfect storms.
Yeah,
they're hitting you at the right time and right moment to be impactful. So if I erased it and then I started it again now,
what if your
whole
personality collapsed if we remove those?
Exactly. This is a Black Mirror.
Yeah, interesting.
And then what happens to the interview we did with Jennifer Aniston and Lisa Kudrow? Like,
they don't get erased. They still exist on
their own?
In our reality.
That's strange. Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, when you would listen back, you'd be like, I don't even know that girl. I don't even know what that reference is about yourself. You're like, what's she talking about when she said you ran down?
Why would I say she? Because it's still
You'd
me.
be looking at you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
so I'd be like, me.
But you dropped a couple of references. One about Ross running down the street or something.
He was mobbed.
He was mobbed.
I mean, he was
mugged.
Thank you.
Yeah, by a mob. But
no,
not
by
really. Just
Phoebe.
By Phoebe.
Phoebe was a mugger in her youth. She had a tough childhood.
Oh, wow. That's unexpected from what I know about the archetype of Phoebe. I would erase the Jinx and then rewatch it.
Ooh. But again, that was like so fun at a certain time.
Well, that's what's interesting. Couldn't you erase just the content and not the feeling of laying on the couch in the old house and watching it? Because I'd like to hold on to that, but just like, I don't know what we're watching. I just remember it being fun.
I think it's too tricky. You have to, all or nothing. So in that case, there's nothing I would want to remove and start over.
Sixth Sense?
Maybe Harry Potter.
There you go. Now
I wish I could reread. Yeah. Although, like, again, I'm older now. Maybe it wouldn't have the same impact.
It wouldn't. Larry Trilling is on, I guess what would be this week's episode of Mom's Car. And Larry Trilling is really, he has impeccable taste. And so he's made lists of movies. He made a list of 100 movies that he thinks people should see.
Great. I want it.
You should get Eric. Got it from him, and he's been going through it with Lily, and he's like, this is the greatest list. Like, everyone should have this list. So when I was interviewing him, I was like, I wanted to talk about lists, and I wanted to name like 5 of the best this and that. And he said, well, I have a very specific criteria for what I say makes. I'm not saying they're the best cinematic movies. Okay. I'm not saying they're historically this. But he had this criteria, and it was really interesting. And he has an overarching theory that, like, you have a sweet spot between 15 and 22, where the movies you see in that period, as you're, like, forming your identity, are going to have a weight and a resonance that no other films will ever have.
Yeah. I mean, not for me. Mine goes a little bit younger, but still.
But yeah, whatever.
Maybe for boys, since they're less
you guys
mature.
are ahead of us a little bit, and maybe you in particular were. When did you get your menstrual cycle? I'm trying to think of a tactful way to ask that.
My flies.
The
first arrival of the flies. Was
7.
No, I was in 7th grade.
So 12.
So I was 12.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's on the earlier side.
I do too.
And what old were you? What age were you when
Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting came out?
8th grade. So right on after.
Yeah, you were burbling.
Yeah, my hormones were
yes.
flux.
So one of his things is like, what cultural relevance did it have? Like, did it kind of take over culture in some way, or but just the seminal things what made me think of that. So yes, my hunch is, given my conversation with Larry, that even for me, as hard as it is to imagine, that if I saw Raising Arizona for the first time in my 50s, it's simply not going to be, again, I was in probably 7th grade when I saw Raising Arizona. And
it's not going to have the same impact.
What is this world here?
Yeah, I think if you removed me watching either Friends or Good Will Hunting, if you removed both of those, I disappear. I'm not a person anymore.
You also got to consider the devil's advocate. Maybe you would be like the CEO of Snapchat. And,
I'm already the CEO of a big company, and I feel good about it.
I guess there's a version where your life is better without it.
I don't think so.
You don't think it might have set the bar so high with your boyfriends?
No, I don't. I think it taught me what I want. And also, for me, better. Better is an interesting word. I don't think there's a way my life could be better.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are ways it could be different and equally good.
Or easier.
Sure, maybe, yeah. There are different paths that are probably equally good.
Yeah.
But I don't think my life could be better, no. I'm very, very lucky.
I don't think mine
happy.
could be better either. I was thinking of regrets the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I generally don't have them.
Yeah.
And then I thought I have a single regret.
Ooh, share.
And it's that I wish I could have loved my dad as much while he was alive as I do now. And I wonder if that's a common regret for people who lose parents.
I'm sure it is.
Like, I've made a ton of mistakes and I've hurt people and I've done bad things. And they're not regrets.
Really?
No, they're like, I'm sad they happened, but I feel like they had to happen. Like, they had to happen. If I don't fuck enough people over, I don't feel guilty enough and shame-riddled enough to get sober. You know, like if I have an addiction that has no wreckage, then somehow I don't end up sober. And I could really evaluate my whole life that way. It's like if I don't make those mistakes, I don't end up.
Yes, that's right.
But there's nothing about not loving my dad while he was alive as much as I do now that took me in any direction I needed to be taken, nor do I think it, I don't see any benefit whatsoever other than I could have given him a lot more.
There's just no way to know. That's why regrets are problematic. Like, there's no point in going down that road because you don't know. Also, like, you did love him a lot.
I did.
Yeah, maybe now it's just now that he's gone, you don't have the hard relationship part is over.
Yeah.
And the hard parts about him
are
over. The challenges are gone. So yeah, you're gonna think of him in a much different way. But when he's here and real, he's a real person with real issues.
That's 100% true. Obviously, like, your memory is rose colored in a very generous, kind way.
Yeah.
But I have realized things through being a parent that have changed what I think about him. I've just realized a lot of stuff that I know even that same person that it was challenging, I would have just, I feel like I'd have a lot more grace with and understanding and less judgment. I don't think I was so judgmental of him. Oh my God. Just shamefully judgmental of him.
Yeah.
So I think the things that I've learned over the last 12 years, have changed dramatically my overarching opinion of him.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been able to have that without having kids, probably.
I know, but that's the sadness. Like, I think if he had lived long enough, I could have gotten to this point.
Right. Well, then that's not a regret. That's a wish. That's a sadness. You wish you could have lived long enough for you.
Yeah, I guess I can't regret not learning a lesson that only having kids in time will teach you.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but it is regrettable, I guess.
I understand.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets?
I don't know if I believe in them. Like, I have fleeting regret. Like, things will come through my brain that I'm like, I wish I didn't do that, or I wish, whatever. But as a whole, at this stage, I don't think so. Because again, everything informs who you are, and I don't think I would be
the same person.
Yes, if life hadn't gone this way, I hadn't made all these decisions, made all these mistakes, and whatever.
Yeah.
And I like my life. I like who I am too. So
sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Not even sorry. Not sorry, not sorry. Reese, speaking of regrets, I guess. Yes, Reese Witherspoon. For those who have been asking how the challenge.
Oh.
She gave me a challenge on air.
Yeah.
And I told her I would do it.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people have been texting and asking, how's that going? Did you do it? Are you doing it? And I said, well, look, she didn't give me her phone number, so I don't really have to do it.
Yeah.
And then got a little text this morning.
And it was a check-in. It was like, how are we doing on the challenge?
It was she
and remind people, was it one a month you had to do? Or just...
so I kind of forget. I feel like it was a lot. It was like
It was 3 in the next month, I think.
Yeah, that's
no. In the next 3 months, I think.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't remember.
Okay.
But
we should probably get the rules if we're going to try
we probably do need the rules.
Yeah.
She texted, she said she liked the episode, which was really lovely. Let's see what she said.
Yeah, let's find out.
You know what I'm going to ask.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I got
She's
scared.
a taskmaster.
She is.
Yeah, it's very type A.
She says, have you asked anyone out in the past few weeks? ? #accountable.
Oh, no.
I loved it. This is also what I love about her. Like,
Sure.
she's no nonsense. She's
going to get it done.
She's going to get it done. And it reminded me.
You're going to be married by Christmas, all thanks to Reese Witherspoon.
Literally. It reminded me of when we had Mindy on. I forgot about this.
Okay.
We had Mindy on, and Mindy said Reese, because they worked together on that movie. Reese was like kind of the one that told Mindy, like, kind of shit or get off the pot. My words, neither of those, with kids.
Oh, okay.
Because Mindy was like, maybe, I don't know. And Reese was kind of like, do it now.
Yeah.
Do it. If you want to do it, you need to do it now. And she did.
Pull the trigger. And then
I'm
she
like,
won't stop.
Reese is all these Indian girls' fairy godmothers.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize I didn't put together the pattern.
Yeah, she is our white fairy godmother.
Yeah.
And making moves.
Yeah,
for
wow.
us.
She walks the walk.
it was in the next 3 months. I want you to ask out 3 different people.
Okay.
There we go.
So I feel like I have some.
Because I think I would have thrown a flag at 3 in 1 month. That's too ambitious.
I can't agree to that.
Yeah, the odds of you just running into 3 strangers that you would want to go on a date with in a month, that's a high.
That's too high.
You would have to be, what would be the perfect place for that?
Maru.
For me, Maru is a good start. For me, New York City. When I'm in New York City, do you feel this way in New York City? When I'm in New York City, I think, well, I was single once in New York City while doing Baby Mama. And it was so fun because you just meet so many people walking around and it's so social. And
I know,
think
but
that would be my
you
spot.
were excited to fuck. Like
I like fucking, yeah.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, this is for meeting. This is for like.
But I still need to like the person I was gonna.
No, you don't.
Okay, in some cases I didn't have to, but if I'm like gonna meet someone socially and then chat all night and then end up in that position, I'm not suffering through. I'm not that type of degenerate.
Yeah.
Sex addict.
Sure.
I'm like,
You're a respectable one.
elevated sex addict. Yeah, I need to. There needs to be some personality spark happening.
I just like I already feel like, oh, New York, I can't do New York because they live in New York.
Oh yes, no. This was a hypothetical. Where do we think it would be easiest to meet 3 hot people in a month?
Right, but
for
I'm
me,
saying
that's
I
New
wouldn't
York.
even ask because I wouldn't even do this with them because like it's already a non-starter. They live there.
I know.
But I said, okay, so I did tell her, and this is true. I did chat with someone very briefly outside of a coffee shop, not Maru.
Yeah.
And this was someone who liked the show.
Yeah.
So they were talking to me and they were cute. And I thought, like, this person is cute.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the time. I know I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Is this the time? But then I don't know how we got to this, but this person doesn't live nearby. And I don't mean
they just live in a different part of the city?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
They don't. It's not like they live in Santa Monica.
Which, that's a long distance relationship.
I know.
Okay,
Exactly.
I know.
And this is further than that.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, no.
Right.
So I didn't do it. And I also did get kind of self-conscious because I was like talking, and asking questions. And then he was like, well, I don't want to take up your day. And I was like, oh my God, he's like annoyed I'm talking to him.
Are you kidding? That was his insecurity.
I feel like he
Oh my
was
God,
like ready to
Monica,
be done
you have,
talking.
No, you have this backwards.
I think he was ready to be done talking.
He's like, oh my God, she doesn't want to talk to me. I've already talked to her. She probably deals with this all the time. I'm going to give her an out. What did you say?
I was like engaging.
Yeah. So what did you say after he said that?
I said, oh, no, it was really nice. It was nice to talk to you.
Okay. Say it to me. I'm you. You're him.
Okay. Well, no, I don't want to take up your time or
Hold on. Was that his delivery and he's looking at his phone?
I
don't think he was looking at his phone.
I kind of
This guy was a dick?
No.
You left that out.
He wasn't a dick.
Okay.
But
Say it again. Say it again.
Okay. I don't want to take up your time.
You're not taking up my time.
I got to go, though.
Oh, okay. So I'm taking up your time. Then in that case, you should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I won't say that.
The last part or the part I said?
The last part that you said.
But the part I said was what you needed to say.
The first part was good. The second part was defensive.
That's because he turned on me.
I know he had turned on me.
And then I was like, you had that one. You misread that one.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
There's no, again, like regrets. There's no way to know.
Okay. Well, hold on. Oh, wait, this guy's out of he completely off. Because if he listens to the show, maybe he's hearing this.
I know. I hope not.
Oh my God. He's probably so aroused
he's
right now.
He's probably married. I didn't ask that part.
Okay. Was he wearing? You didn't look.
I do forget to look.
Yeah, I never look either.
Yeah. I'm bad at looking at that rings.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's harder than people think. I think it's harder than you think. I think it's harder than Reese thinks. I did tell Reese. I said, look, if you come across anyone, in their 30s, send them my number. And then I said, or older. I'm not confident.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
No, you're intermittently confident.
I know. It's confusing for everyone.
You're not going to take my advice, but I already know what the hack is for you.
What?
It's so simple because I witness it all the time. The second you decide the person's not an option for you, you have unbridled confidence.
Yeah.
So literally you have a mental trick that you have to play to yourself, which is like you're chatting with that guy and you just have to go like, oh, he's married and completely unavailable. And then the side of you that is like bullishly confident would come out.
Okay.
And then you guys would be on a date in Marina Del Rey eating seafood.
No. So I think I was confident in that exchange. Until he didn't want to talk to me anymore. Then I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
I think he was being polite and insecure. Keep the logical part of your brain, sift through that. He came up to you to chat.
No, we didn't come up. He just turned.
Right. He engaged you.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't engage him.
No, I didn't.
He engaged you. And so do you think you can really mount an argument that you're so boring in 30 seconds that he went from wanting to engage you to like, oh, God, get me out of this?
Well,
that seems, you would have to acknowledge
he
it.
wanted to say he was a fan, which he did. Okay. And then
he's like, mission accomplished.
Yeah. Because then I started, oh, what's your name? I started engaging. So really, I did start engaging. He was just kind of like,
good job.
I do that.
He was just being polite, though.
What?
He was just being polite by saying that he didn't want to take your time.
It's very obvious that's what happened.
You guys weren't there. Neither of you were there.
No, but I don't believe, and I think your logic could get you there, that someone engaged with you and tired of it in 20 seconds, as opposed to got insecure, oh, I'm fanning out, and this girl doesn't really want to talk, and she's just being polite, and I'm putting her in a bad position.
But he also kind of wasn't fanning out. Like, he was at first, he was like, oh, Monica, I love your show. I listened to a lot of episodes. But he was also doing this kind of like he wasn't that interested.
Oh, he's a playboy.
Maybe.
Was he a playboy?
Maybe. Anyway, I guess I have 3 people I gotta engage with. This it's really reminding me of Monica and Jess.
Of course.
Obviously, since that's the last time I got challenged like this.
Yeah, and it worked. You did a bunch of stuff.
I did do more.
Anyhow.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Is it possible
What?
I feel like I'm like trying to comb a tiger's hair right now. Like I want to comb this tiger's hair. This tiger has a knot in her hair, and I want to comb it out.
I know.
And I'm really afraid to get bit
Because you
too.
don't want to get bit. And tiger. I'm a nice tiger.
Is it possible
Yeah.
that you're taking this too seriously?
Taking what? The
whole
challenge?
thing. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like you ask someone out, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. It's a 2-hour dinner. Like it's all in all, it's not a big deal. Like maybe just you have a little more lightness about it. Like to me, it feels like this heavy rock that's on your shoulder doing this thing, as opposed to like, it's not that big. You know, it's like you could have maybe a sense of humor about it, and it could be lighter. Uh-oh. The claws are
I just think
retracting.
sometimes when your comb is like
Yeah. Well, so I got to get
not
this
a good
gum.
comb.
I got to get the gum out of your hair.
You're
it's not,
pulling, you know, you're yanking.
I got to get the gum out, and it's not going to feel great the whole time.
Yeah, and guess what? Sometimes when you yank some tiger's hair, they're gonna
get their claws out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
What do you think of that?
I think you have a point.
Okay.
I do think you haven't been rejected in a long time.
I don't think you've been rejected.
Yes, I have. In life, many times. Every time.
Can you? I almost have it. I almost have the gum. Can you tell me a time in the last 10 years that you asked someone out and they said no, thank you?
Yes. But they had a girlfriend.
Okay, that doesn't count.
I didn't.
That doesn't count.
No, but I've had dates that
You didn't like.
right, but also like I think not that I didn't like, but that I didn't really want to keep pursuing, but they didn't either.
Well, look, you went on some dates and they weren't for you. Who rejected you?
He didn't really reject me, but I did go on a date with.
But you didn't like him.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But
so that's not rejection.
But it still feels like it. I don't want to.
Okay, we can stop.
He also, I think, at the same time that I was becoming uninterested, was becoming uninterested.
Great, so that's a mutual. That's not rejection.
It still feels like rejection, though.
But it wasn't because you rejected him.
Well, it was mutual.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, so that's not, I just don't think that's rejection. You guys went on a date. He said yes. You went on a date or two.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys weren't for each other. That's not rejection.
I know. For me, it feels like it still.
Okay.
Okay.
I honor that.
So I know this is my ish.
Mm-hmm.
That this came up recently, not in connection at all to dating. I find it very hard knowing someone doesn't like me. Not necessarily, not attraction
Not even
wise.
romantic.
Yes, not even romantic. Just like if someone is mad at me or if someone decides they don't like me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fine if I know the reason, even if I probably disagree with the reason.
Sure.
I actually, especially if I disagree with the reason, then it is easy for me.
You accept it.
I can accept it.
Yeah, same.
But when there's ire toward me that I can't understand, it really bothers me.
Right.
And I had therapy recently about an interaction. And where I was like, this person just hates me, and it is so uncomfortable for me. And we had to sort of get to the bottom of it, and a lot of it is for me, like if someone doesn't like me, then they'll exclude me from their club or their safe space, their area, and I'll be alone and I'll be dead. Like it becomes safety so fast.
Existential.
Yes. And she had to remind me.
She got her comb out.
Yeah, her comb is so gentle.
Yeah. Well, she's a professional.
Spray.
And I'm a talk show host.
She uses like really good spray, and I don't even.
She's got a great detangler.
I don't feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's probably Lola V.
Yeah. And I'm a boy trying to get knots out of a girl's hair, and I'm just not.
You're doing a good job.
I mean,
so she basically was like, you have to remember is the person or the club or the thing that you're going to be excluded from one you want to be in.
Right. Yeah.
And no is the
Yeah.
answer. Like, no,
Yeah.
I don't need acceptance from that person because I don't agree with that person on most things, or
Yeah,
I don't like the way that person operates, or the
Yeah.
people they're around. No, I don't want to be in that
Yes.
club. So
I don't want to
actually-
be a member of any group that doesn't want me.
Right. But see, I normally have the opposite thing.
Yeah. I would never be the member of a club
That
that would have me.
Yeah, like, I'm so used to that.
Yeah.
And I have to transition into, I don't want to be in that relationship anyway. I don't want to. So why do I want them to want me?
Yes.
So it's, but it is safety, and it is old. It's
Right.
very old. So it's a rewiring.
Yeah.
Um,
I do the same thing, but it's more physical,
What do you mean?
Like my work over the last 10 years has been, no one's going to try to physically hurt you.
Right.
You don't have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to break.
It's so hard. And we got into another layer of this. I have to be careful about what I say.
Okay.
But I do.
Rob and I already think it's both about us.
It
is.
It's about both of you. I do think I have a habit in general in my life, whether it's in any kind of relationship, work.
Mm-hmm.
I put so much in,
Mm-hmm.
like really give it my all, completely.
Uh-huh.
And I do it subconsciously. It is not on purpose, but it's definitely subconsciously because I am trying to secure my place.
Yeah.
Like, well, I put
You want to make yourself
this.
indispensable in every situation.
I
you're
put
in.
in this, so obviously they can't get rid of me. Or
Yeah.
I've given all of this, so obviously they can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
And that's not how life works. It still
I think
happens.
that's even part of your protector thing, which is a part
Yeah,
of my protector thing.
exactly.
Like, they'll need me because I
Yes.
protect them, and they've noticed it.
Yes, and that's not how life works, and people don't owe you anything. Again, I'm not doing it on purpose.
Of course.
It is
yeah,
not on
it's all-
purpose.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's all in your
Yeah.
subconscious.
Yes, but no one owes you anything. And so sometimes the people that you've, thought in your head, you've made it yourself indispensable, or you've created a loyalty that must not be broken. Sometimes it does get broken. And then I am left feeling like so confused, so upended.
Yeah.
Like, and then, there's this phrase, how could you after all I've done for you?
Right.
And so I wrote that phrase down.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to be a person that thinks like that. I don't
Right.
want to think after all I've done for you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be someone with strings attached. I think that's like the worst way to relation with people. So I really need to be careful and watch myself, because I don't mean to do it, but I think it happens.
Right.
I think it's common, which is why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to monitor. And she brought up the Al-Anon phrase, give for free and for fun. And I was like, yeah, that's like, you got to remember that. And it's important.
I do think this is a very weird statement, but I do think I have the privilege and advantage. Like, your friends were also really great students that went to a great college, who all got professional jobs and were largely quite responsible.
Yeah.
And my friends were like regularly letting me down and fucking my girlfriend. And I was doing the same shit to them.
Yeah.
So I think earlier in my 20s, I had to get a little better at like, I'm just going to love them. Like, that's just how it's going to be. And I'm going to give because I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do. Like, I in the moment, that is what it feels like.
Yes.
It feels like it's
But
giving
it's when
for
you're
fun
hurt,
and for free.
and then you start making your case, your court case. You're stepping up to the stand.
Yeah. And so that's the moment to remember it. Like, that's not why you did any of this. And they're making these decisions because of this.
Yeah.
And it's not about me. And that's it. Okay. So it was an interesting realization.
I do think there is a little bit of a fairy tale we tell ourselves, which is like, this is permanent.
Yeah.
I've invested and it's permanent.
Yeah.
And it's not. Relationships are like sobriety. It's a daily choice.
Yeah.
And you just get that day.
Yeah.
And it's not going to inoculate you in 3 weeks,
Yeah.
the work you did today, if you don't do it on that day. So it's like, yeah, relationships are very much, I think I want them to be like, well, good, I proved myself and now we're good forever.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just not how they are. They're living and dynamic and changing and it's kind of every day.
I know. And you have to decide who gets that energy of yours.
Yeah.
Like who, yeah.
And probably like expectations help a lot
in
that scenario.
Yeah, it's hard. But also I do think
There's not a stitch of gum in that mane now.
You got it all out.
So, and I'm running the comb through
out.
now, and it is like, you're not even feeling that I'm running the comb through.
This tiger got its own gum out.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I do want hair play.
Sure.
Yeah, nice. All right, let's do some facts. Okay, Mel. So you said that the closest like high peak to Michigan is Killington. Another place I've been and like. Okay, what do we count as like high peak?
I'm going to say over 6,000.
Oh, okay. Okay, then this is not.
Is Killington even over 6,000? I think it is.
Oh, I don't know. Rob, can you look?
4,229.
Okay, so we're not even close to 6.
We're going to have to make it 4,000 then, I guess, is the cutoff.
Because when you Google it, like closest high mountain peak to Michigan, it says Mount Arvon.
Where's that, Canada?
In the UP. But it's only 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet. Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
And there's skiing in the UP, and it's better than it is in the lower peninsula.
In the LP?
It's not a 25-minute run down the mountain.
Do they call it the LP?
Never.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just call it Michigan, and if you're stuck in the UP, you have to distinguish that you're saying, I'm in the UP.
Okay, well now...
As is appropriate. 99% of the population lives in the...
LP. So, okay, I just looked up all 50 state high points in the U.S. and how to visit them. Okay, Alaska has...
Denali?
Yeah.
And let me guess these.
Okay.
I'm going to say Denali is, I want to say between 18 to 20,000 feet.
20,000. 20,310. Good job.
Okay, great.
Okay, California, we have a big one.
Yes.
In the southern Sierra Nevada. Mirror Crest.
Yeah, I'm going to say up there we get to 12,900 or 13.
Mount Whitney, 14,498.
14,400.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Colorado has Mount Elbert.
I'm going to go with 15,800.
Nope, 14.
Oh, wow.
14,433. We're getting lower. So California's is...
Yeah, I think Washington's got a 16,000 footer.
I'm only seeing... I see Mount Rainier. 14,411 feet.
Oh, wow. So nothing's gotten into 16 yet.
Yeah.
Other than Denali.
Yeah, we're getting...
The big boy.
This is going down. So...
Oh, we're getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, we have a Wyoming,
Wait, did California
Hawaii.
have the second highest?
Yeah.
California, touche.
I know.
We got the ocean. We got the sand dunes. We got the beach. We got the snow.
We got it all.
We got the lowest point in America, in Death Valley.
Oh, wow.
And the highest point in the contiguous USA.
Wow, that's cool.
Congratulations, California.
Mount Hood, you know Mount Hood.
Absolutely. I think that's in the 13s.
11.
Hey,
yeah.
What a joke.
So embarrassing.
Puke.
Really embarrassing. Wait, closest to Michigan. Okay. Is New Hampshire close? Nope.
Well, similar distance as Vermont.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're looking at an 11-hour car ride either way.
Mount Washington is 6,288.
That's in New Hampshire?
Mm-hmm.
What if they got skiing there?
They probably do.
And I do think it's because when we go to Killington, you go through Canada. We would go up through Canada, then down Niagara, and then over. Yeah. We wouldn't go through Pennsylvania and New York. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You did a good job saying interesting. 'Cause I know that's not interesting to you, whether we went the northern or the southern
I
route.
thought it was really
And you
interesting.
did a really good convincing job of saying interesting.
Oh, here's Michigan, Mount Arvon, 1,979
Puke,
feet.
it's not even 2,000.
Georgia has a higher one.
What's your highest? Stone Mountain?
No, it's
900 feet?
It's called Brasstown Bald.
Well, probably in the northeast, getting into the Smokies.
It's in the Blue Ridge. 4,784 feet.
That's nice. That's Killington size.
Pretty nice. I don't think they're skiing there. All right. Well, that was a fun game.
Yeah.
Tammy Faye Baker. Was she from Muskegon? Is that what you say? How do you say?
Muskegon, yeah.
Muskegon. Okay. No.
Uh-oh. Okay.
She's
Not at all.
She's from Minnesota.
Same
But
diff.
maybe she moved there. Hold on, let's see.
Her husband was born there.
Oh.
Jim Baker?
Yes. Jim Baker, 1940.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Muskegon?
Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay, great. That
Okay.
answers
He probably
that.
brought her there.
Yeah, maybe.
What a team, those two.
Yeah.
You're not old enough to really have been seeing them on TV all the time as kids, right?
No.
Yeah.
But I saw the movie.
Oh, there's a movie about?
Remember?
Oh, who's in it?
You loved it.
I love it. Yeah.
With-
my favorite movie. Jessica Chastain.
That was a good movie.
That's a good.
That was a great movie.
Chastain can do anything.
Oh, she's so good.
She is.
Okay. The population of Muskegon in the 90s, I looked up, was approximately 44,000.
Okay, pretty big.
Yeah. And then the population, there's a lot of populations up top. Of Duluth, my hometown, is 31,000.
I think I guessed 30,000.
You probably
for your
guessed
town.
right around there. Yeah.
Having never been there, just getting a sense of what was available to you commercially. Food
Yeah.
and shopping.
Food and shopping.
And then adding that I never heard of it before I met you.
Right. Because if you had heard of it, you would have gone higher.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I looked up what the percentage of people is that identify as morning people.
Oh, okay.
Because, she doesn't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
And neither do I.
Yeah.
I hate getting out of bed.
It's a genetic thing. There's a marker for it.
Really?
Yeah.
There are 6 human chronotypes, not just morning larks and night owls. Oh, there's more.
Mm.
Oh, wow. There's morning type, evening type, highly active type, daytime sleepy type, daytime type, moderately active type.
Daytime type. These sound like descriptions for like a depends. Like when you're like, are you moderately active? Are you a night owl?
It does. I like this though because I'm not a morning type or an evening type. I guess I'm a
Right.
daytime type.
Yeah.
And I'm a daytime sleepy type.
Yeah. You're a sleepy type.
Okay, but it says that approximately 15% of the population identifies as morning people, larks.
That's it?
Yeah, it
I would
says,
have thought it was higher.
while the majority, around 70%, are intermediate types, and the remaining 15 are evening types, night owl. What are you?
Fucking night owl, but it's changed with
Yeah.
age. But my whole life, I do so well going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m.
Right.
Anytime I had an option for that schedule, that
That's
was my
best for you.
schedule. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm best sleeping at 11. Like my body wants to go to bed at 11.
And wake up at 9.
Yeah.
Right.
Or 10 or 11.
Sure. Or 5 p.m. for supper, just in time for suppy.
Who Wrote the Body Keeps the Score. That's Bessel van der Kolk.
I feel bad for all these people whose books I know, but I don't know their names.
Well, it's hard to remember.
When you say that name, my brain goes, we're never getting that one. Don't even try.
Oh.
Don't waste any time.
Oh.
Like I know to quit.
You're giving up immediately.
Absolutely.
Well,
You couldn't even say it.
Bessel van der Kolk. That's hard.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
You brought up A Brief History of Intelligence.
Yeah.
And I was proud of myself because I knew immediately Max Bennett.
Yeah, that's great. And I
Thank
don't.
you.
And we had him and I loved him and I remember his history.
He was great.
But the name
episode.
is hard.
I wonder, it probably has to do with interacting with the edit more, and maybe I like see the name more or something, or I've heard it more?
I could be wrong about this. Is my own interpretation of what happened with me and reading.
Okay.
I cannot say there's any studies to back this up. This is just what feels like happened. All the words were completely obscure to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't sound things out. I couldn't look at the letters. They didn't translate to phonetic sounds for me. So I just couldn't just be staring at it. I mean, like,
it means
but
nothing.
I think slowly over time, I memorized every word in its totality.
Right.
Like when I see a word, I see the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I know what it is.
Yeah.
Through just tons of practice. I know what they look like as a unit, not a bunch of little units making the word, but as its own unit.
Yeah.
Names are a new thing, and I haven't memorized it in its totality, and I can't really sound it out or look at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my current excuse. It might just be I'm lazy and I don't care about people.
I don't think it's that, but that names are brand new unless they're Dax Shepard or Monica Padman
or Rob Hollis. But even Hollis is problematic. It's going to be problematic till Rob dies.
All right. Well, that's all my facts.
Okay, great. Killington's sub 5,000.
That was a hard one for you to take.
But Duluth was 30,000, so it's a push.
It's a push.
All right. Love you.
Love you.